So the trousers legs, when they are stitched and pressed, should look like this. I opened mine a little bit because I like to have the movement, so they go until this is the back and this is the front, so they go a little bit over the seam. And here it's good to do some double stitching to make sure that the seam holds, because there's a lot of pull there. And this is the other side over here. And I also gave it a small press still to make it all flat and nice. So the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna attach the zipper to the left side. When I start attaching the zipper, I turn the trousers wrong way around. This is the left side. My zipper is a bit longer than the actual placement of the zipper. I just leave the extra part here. I don't do anything with it. It's like 5 centimeters too long. And I pin it on the side of the zipper to prevent stretching the fabric when I sew. You can sew one side first and then do the other one. I will now pin both sides and sew them in one go. So this is the wrong side of the fabric. Just a quick check on the right side that everything is okay. Looks all good. And then I will go and sew the zipper in place. Have the zipper open when you sew and sew as close to the teeth as possible. So now that you've sewn the zipper, give it a press to the seam. Be careful not to go too close to the zipper so that you don't melt it if you have a plastic zipper. You can add a few pins there and then top stitch around the zipper. So now change back to the normal press foot. And sew as close as you can to the ends around the zipper. what I have left now is to make the waistband. Before starting, you should attach the fusible interfacing to the outer parts of the waistband. So you have two pairs to the front and to the back. One is the inner and one is the outer. And the outer one should have the interfacing. I've cut it a few millimeters smaller than the actual piece so that it wouldn't attach to the iron board. So I'm gonna attach, this is my button marking and this is my back piece. And I'm gonna attach the seam on the other side and sew this. And then I have the mirrored version here. So this is my right side of the fabric. So this is my mirrored inner waistband front, and this is the back. So I'm gonna pin them here. And sew this seam. And then I'm gonna create the full loop. So I'm gonna attach them, the inner and the outer waistbands. Pin these seams, edges, and sew them together. So all these 4 seams need to be sewn now. Press all the seam allowances open for the waistband. Now that the waistband is finished, we will combine it to the trousers. So this is the trousers, I have the zipper open, and this is the front. And then I'm gonna take the front waistband with the interfacing. On the other side there is the waistband without the interfacing. And I'm gonna sandwich the trousers between. This is the curved kind of longer edge that I'm gonna align together with the waistline of the trousers. I have the seam here, and I'm gonna match it together with the zipper opening of the front piece. And then I'm gonna pin around, sandwiching the trousers between the 2 waistbands, like this. On the side, match the seam of the waistband with the side seam of the trousers. On the center back, you have a notch that you should align together with the center back seam. As you approach to the edge of the back piece, where the zipper is again, you will notice that the waist is longer than the actual waist of the trousers. This is by purpose because this is the part where the press button will go under the front waistband part. So this is completely right and correct. So now that I've sandwiched the the trousers between the two waistband pieces. I'm gonna sew starting from here where there's no trousers yet between the two waistband pieces, going over and around the whole trousers, attaching the waistband to the trousers. After sewing the waistband, I'm gonna clip the corners a little bit. Can also thin a little bit the seam allowances if you feel like it. But mainly clipping the corners is the thing. Then I'm gonna turn the waistband up. You have this very nice clean waistband now, so all the seams are hidden. And the nice thing about making a waistband like this is that you don't have to use bias binding or anything else, but you have everything is kind of done in one go, which is very nice. Just push the corners a little bit out and use some kind of tool for it. Just do it with your finger. Then what I'm gonna do before I finish the pants is that I'm gonna check that these seams are aligned. Can adjust them a little bit if needed. This looks perfectly fine. And then I'm gonna press the seam here and fold 1 centimeter on top of the waistband and top stitch the upper edge of the waistband to place. Voila, so now that I have everything with this matching the way I want, then I can go and top stitch around the waistband, and then I have only one step left. Here we have the waistband stitched. It's just a few millimeters from the top of the waistband. I'll just press it smoothly still to have it kind of very neat and nice. And it's really nice from the inside as well. So it's very neat way of making a waistband. Slip into the pants and check the adjustment of the button. So I have the button marking there, but when I try them on, actually it's best for me to have it aligned something like this. So I'll just mark it here. And then I'm gonna sew on the button. So I'm using a sew-on press buttons, but you can use whatever you feel like is the best. So I'm gonna attach first the back side here. my Leija pants are now finished and ready. I think they are just gorgeous. So I'm gonna try them on now and see how they fit me. Thank you so much everyone for sewing along with me the Leija pants. I had so much fun, I hope you had too. Thank you. Huomenna kaikkien huulilla myös täällä keijukas valssi. Olet niin kaunis. Muistan, että joskus rakastin. Ehkä saan sen joskus takaisin. Keijukas valssi.